What's going on, guys? Aero here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about what could potentially be happening from Nintendo in terms of presentations happening in August. Now of course, as you guys know, this year has definitely been very different from Nintendo because of how we just haven't really gotten a mainline Nintendo Direct. And I kind of want to talk to you guys about what could be happening for this month because we still have been getting announcements that have been happening throughout this year. And so ever since this year did begin, everybody has been asking for a Nintendo Direct, just a mainline one so that we can actually see like what are the big first party games that Nintendo has planned for 2020, as well as other big announcements that could be coming. And of course, with what's been going on in the world right now, Nintendo definitely has been impacted a lot by this virus. They put up a statement before where they said that they weren't that impacted and that Switch development and the games have been going pretty well and that we should be fine, but they've actually kind of retracted that statement a couple weeks ago. I made a video about it, so if you guys haven't seen that video, there should be a little eye up in the corner right now. You can definitely go ahead and click on that if you want to go and check out that video, but I'll also put it in the outro of this video as well. Basically, Nintendo put up a big statement inside of their Nintendo report for 2020, and they did say that because of the virus, development schedules and a lot of other announcements and things have been impacted and may be shifted. And so it's because of all of this that Nintendo has definitely had a very different 2020. We've kind of just had random announcements get shadow dropped, like a brand new Paper Mario game just get announced in a tweet. We've had random types of Nintendo Direct minis and just other presentations. So it's definitely kind of been a weird year for Nintendo, and we can understand why because of all of this happening. But now I kind of want to talk to you guys about what could be happening for this month, as we do have an idea that maybe something could be happening from a very credible person. Now the source that this is coming from is Jeff Grubb, and I'm sure by now some of you guys know who this person is. This person has pretty much been spot on in terms of Nintendo Switch announcements and Nintendo announcements for this year in 2020. Now earlier this year in March, Jeff Grubb put up an article where he was talking about how there was going to be an Indies presentation from Nintendo happening, and that there was going to be a big Nintendo presentation like a Nintendo Direct happening the week after. And of course when this came out, everybody was like, no, it's not gonna happen, he's just saying random stuff. But the thing is, that Indies presentation actually did happen. We had an Indie World just like he said, and then he said the week after there was going to be a Nintendo Direct. And he was even confident in giving us the date. He said it was going to be something happening on March 26th. And the thing is, the day before that, March 25th or March 24th, we didn't get any type of announcement prior to a Nintendo Direct happening, because you guys know Nintendo always puts up the post early and they're like, you know, make sure you guys are ready for a Nintendo Direct happening, but that didn't happen. So everybody was like, oh, he's wrong, it's not going to happen now. But the thing is, the day before, he still put up a tweet saying it's still happening tomorrow. He was still confident in it, and lo and behold, we actually did end up getting a Nintendo Direct Mini that ended up happening on March 26th. And recently, Jeff Grubb was even speculating about the possibility of Apex Legends coming to the Nintendo Switch, and that got officially announced as well, that the game is in fact going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch. So the man definitely has like an inside source, or he's getting some information from somewhere, and he's definitely been pretty spot on this year. And so he's kind of put up a very interesting tweet, which is making people think that Nintendo is going to have some type of announcement coming very soon for the month of August. Now I'm going to show you guys the picture that Jeff Grubb put up on his Twitter, and you can see right here it says Jeff Grubb Summer Game Mess, and the thing is that this is going in order, showing us all the big events that are going to be happening. But if we take a look at where it says August 11th and then August 22nd, right in the middle it says Wild Card Nintendo. And we know that this is going in order because the very first thing is August 5th and the very last thing is Thanksgiving Day, so it's definitely going in order. And the fact that Nintendo is listed in the middle definitely means like something is going to be happening between August 11th and August 22nd. And judging by how Jeff Grubb definitely does seem to have some inside sources, I'm definitely taking his word on it. But the real question here is what exactly is going to happen, because it just says here Wildcard Nintendo, and that could be anything now with Nintendo in 2020. So there's definitely a couple of ways that this could go. The one that I know everybody is talking about is a mainline Nintendo Direct that's going to be happening here, and I'm telling you guys right now, honestly, I don't think that that's going to happen. And the reason for that is from the other extremely credible leaker that we have, and that is King Zell. King Zell has pretty much had a 100% track record in terms of leaking information. Every single thing that he has said pretty much has always ended up being true. And I know somebody in my comment section when I made the video about him was saying no, he's been wrong before because he said that Pikmin 3 Deluxe was going to happen and it never came. But look what actually got announced just a couple days ago from Nintendo. Pikmin 3 Deluxe is in fact going to be happening. So King Zell is definitely the leaker that I put all of my faith into, and if you guys haven't seen that video, he basically put up a statement where he was talking a lot about what's going to be happening in August and the future of Nintendo announcements. So if you haven't seen that video, there should be a little eye up in the corner right now. You can definitely go ahead and click on that video, but I'll also put that video in the outro as well, so you can definitely go ahead and watch both of those videos because both of them are very important to know what Nintendo could be doing for the rest of 2020. But basically, King Zell said that he doesn't feel like that a general Nintendo Direct is going to happen until September, and that he feels like there's still going to be one more stop that's going to happen in August, and that's what I'm pretty sure that Jeff Grubb here is referring to. So in terms of what that could be, there's definitely a couple of things that come to mind. Of course, the first one is that it could be another Nintendo Direct Mini, and it could definitely be like another one of those Nintendo Direct Mini partner showcases, because the last one that happened was in July, so it would make sense to have one in August, and Nintendo specifically said in the video that they do plan on making more of those and making them into a series, and that there's going to be more episodes of the partner showcases happening in 2020. So that's definitely like the most obvious one, but maybe we could get like another indie world showcase or some indie game announcements, and then really the only other thing is maybe they're just going to do another one of those like surprise tweets where they show off like a brand new big game inside of a tweet. But really, regardless of what's going to happen, we know that a Nintendo announcement is definitely going to be coming soon. There's definitely going to be some August Nintendo announcement that's coming, and while King Zell and a lot of other people, myself included, don't feel like it's going to be a mainline Nintendo Direct, who knows at this point? Like, there's a first time for everything. Maybe August is when we finally do get our mainline Nintendo Direct, though I do feel like it's probably going to happen next month. I think it's going to make most sense for it to happen in September, and I feel like what's going to happen next week is probably there's going to be another Nintendo Direct Mini partner showcase or a Twitter announcement, or definitely something along those lines. And if we think about it, even though there hasn't been a big Nintendo Direct that's happened this year, there still has been some pretty significant announcements that have happened throughout the course of 2020. Of course, in January, we had that big presentation from Mr. Sakurai that revealed Byleth as the brand new Smash Bros. Character, and even if you didn't like Byleth, it was still a big announcement for the game, and we got a brand new character. The month of February, we got an Animal Crossing Direct a month before Animal Crossing New Horizons came out, and that gave us a full in-depth look at what the game had to offer, so we had that. In March, of course, we had the Nintendo Direct Mini where they showed us some new games that are going to be coming and some updates on games like Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, so we had stuff like that happening. And then in June, we had another Smash Bros. Presentation where Mr. Sakurai unveiled Min Min as a brand new Smash Bros. Character. And so even in July, we had that Nintendo Direct Mini partner showcase, and so Nintendo has been giving some announcements recently, and even though it hasn't been a big Nintendo Direct full of some first-party announcements, it's still been a pretty decent year with some announcements from Nintendo, and I'm excited to see what their August announcement is going to be. I really do feel like it's probably going to be another partner showcase, but I guess we're just going to have to wait and see, and I do feel like it's definitely going to happen next week. And so there you go, guys, that is all of the information regarding Nintendo's August presentation. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please be sure to click that like button and also comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this. Do you guys think that a Nintendo presentation is going to be happening for the month of August next week? Do you think that it's going to be another Nintendo Direct Mini, or do you think that it's going to be something else? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Nintendo content in the future, so definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros. And Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.